The global financial crisis has seen investors searching for more stable places to put their cash during the turmoil. Today's guest on Dukascopy TV was Mustad from Edgar Brandt Advisory, who discussed direct investment into companies on behalf of trusts or individuals, how that sector has fared, and how local currency can play a part in direct investment decisions. Okay, Christian, thank you very much for speaking to me, and welcome to Dukascopy TV. Now, Edgar Brandt Advisory are very involved with direct investment in particular. With the recent financial turmoil, uncertainty in the markets, are these sorts of investments becoming sort of more or less attractive to people?
Traditionally, these used to be considered, if you take the overall asset allocation of high net worth individuals, as petty investments, difficult to rationalize, and a source of potential loss, because it's really investing in one single company directly, being the majority shareholder. But given the level of uncertainty in the markets on every level, political, economic, geopolitical, whatever, in these days, it is striking that when you go back and look at direct investment, all of a sudden what you see is something very transparent. You see an existing range of products or services, you see an order book, you see potential clients that can be marketed to, and you see a team of people within a company that can actually progress and bring value to the investment. So there is a sense, on the one hand, that these investments are a remedy to the lack of transparency of the trends and what had been offered over the last few years, and the trend that you actually can see and act on the value of the investment directly.
So sort of, in essence, people are searching for something as sort of a bit more tangible and real than
yes,
sort of these sort of complex financial products that have been offered
this
before.
And also, by nature, we've seen the huge volatility of markets, which have an impact on pretty much everything. When you think of private investment, these are direct investments. These are really linked to. We're talking about individual companies that serve clients, be it businesses or customers, in the markets, and there's no such volatility. The environment is difficult, obviously, for some of them, for some companies. It's more positive for others. In this environment, we still have companies growing because they have some competitive advantage in a market which might not be growing much or might be stagnating. But still, the outlook is much more stable and much less volatile.
When we're talking about direct investment, what sort of are we talking about? Are we talking about investing in the shares of a company or in the physical assets of a company?
Essentially, we're talking about something which over the recent year has become defined, or can be defined really as an asset class in and of itself. It is these types of investments are really pretty much exclusive to high net worth to ultra high net worth individuals, because it takes significant wealth to allocate some of it into a project or a company that you like, and it's really about majority ownership and control of a company.
When you're advising a client, sort of, or you're hoping to attract investment to a particular company, there must be incredible amounts of things you have to take into account. I'm wondering about the impact of currency markets sort of on that decision. Mm-hmm. We're in Switzerland, obviously incredibly strong Swiss Franc. A lot of companies have been complaining about that. Mm-hmm. Is that something that has to be taken into account?
When the decision has to be made in terms of do we invest in that interesting Swiss project or company, that question pops up more. But what about the fact that it is a Swiss company? The Swiss company that has, by definition, a part of its cost basis in Swiss francs, compared to a market. Generally, most interesting companies tend to serve a global market. So what we see is more caution and much more analysis in terms of does that investment opportunity make sense, given the fact that the Swiss franc may or may not. I can't make a prediction, but may remain high and may continue to pose problems to manufacturing and services companies based in Switzerland.
Mustad was talking especially to Dukascopy TV, as do a whole range of financial service professionals. So as always, stay tuned. Goodbye.